Hello and welcome to the static effect tutorial. So first you open the editor, then you go to the monster tab and put a particle object. We're gonna add it to group 1 and put it on the T4 layer so that it goes over the player. Gonna edit, special the particles, then put a high number of particles with very low lifetime. So here I put 0.04 and randomize it 0.01 to add a bit of randomness to the effect. Reset most stuff to 0, we're not gonna need it. In the var X we're gonna put 400, on the Y axis 250. Then on visual I will put a 10 start size and change a little bit the color. Reset end size to 0. Just copy what I'm doing here. It's all gonna make sense. So uncheck additive, yep. Then click the calc on the emission so that we have very high emission, and that's it for the particle. Now we're gonna add a background so that we have a template for the particle. So yeah, we're gonna put a decoration block, then warp it. Warp is such an overpowered thing in 2.2. Look, with one object you can make a background. That's really hilarious. We're gonna put it to gray, then select both our particle and block and put it to group 1. The block is on T3 so that it goes below the particle but still over the player. So on edit group extra you put the don't enter, no effects, don't fade. It looks a bit better. Now I will stack it on top of the particle to make the whole background effect. I move it slightly below the ground so that it covers the whole screen. Now I'm gonna put a move trigger. So on move time I will put a negative number so that it's infinite, and lock it to the x-axis so that it follows the player but only on the x-axis. You don't need y, because if you put on y the background will jump when you jump, which we don't want. Okay, so put it on group 1. Now toggle. You toggle it at the start of the level so that you can activate it whenever you want. So here I put an activate and a toggle so that you can put the effect whenever you want. Now we're gonna put the SFX trigger. Yeah, you look for this white noise thing. We loop it. We make it start at 400. We make it end at 700. We add the SFX group 1. Now we're gonna put an edit SFX trigger, which is going to make it stop, because if you don't do this it's gonna loop forever. Make sure you put it on group 1. Now we're gonna put option trigger to hide the ground, and then put the ground back on once the effect is over. And now we have these 6 objects, which are the toggle, the SFX and the options. We're not gonna keep copy pasting it in every time, so we assign it to group 2, spawn trigger it, multi trigger it, then add the spawn trigger so that whenever you put the spawn it activates all 6 objects. So you put a spawn, you make it spawn ordered, make it so it spawns group 2, and group 2 is the 6 objects. Now you just copy paste the spawn and here you have it. Whenever the spawn is in the editor, it will activate the effect, and that's it. Let's see how it looks like. Pretty nice, huh?